After years of research and pouring myself into all things health and wellness, I found the most comprehensive and credible system of whole health that I can trust. This system is simple yet profound. I'm in awe the more I learn and ask myself often why I wasn't taught this in school. Hi, I'm Rebecca with Reset and Restore. I've spent decades of research on health and fitness and coached more than 500 clients toward reaching health goals. I'm always learning so that I can have more tools and understanding to help guide others. The most credible system of whole health that I've discovered is Ayurveda, and is the reason why I'm currently pursuing a PhD in Ayurveda and specifically Maharishi Ayurveda. Ayurveda, if you haven't heard, is the oldest healthcare system in the world. Ayurveda is a conjunction of two Sanskrit words, Ayus meaning life and Veda meaning science or knowledge, thus the science of life. It is a system of healthcare that takes the most holistic and prevention-oriented approach. Modern science is even now proving the benefits of Ayurveda protocols that take into consideration one's body type, nature, environment, diet, and much more. Maharishi Ayurveda in particular emphasizes a consciousness-based approach. Maharishi Mahesh Yogi enlivened the practice of Ayurveda by integrating the ancient Vedic texts with modern medicine. The cornerstone of Maharishi Ayurveda is that of a consciousness-based approach. Consciousness is the basis of the expression of our physiology, our inner intelligence. According to Maharishi, the most important aspects to obtaining greater health lies in the practice of transcendental meditation. Meditation enlivens our own inner intelligence and aligns us with natural laws of living. It is the very foundation of science. The field of consciousness is where our thoughts arise, and everything we create comes from thoughts. Everything we have access to already exists in consciousness. It is the basis of supreme intelligence and all knowledge. To bring greater clarity to Ayurveda from a consciousness approach, we're going to look at the research and science supported by natural laws. We all know natural laws as reflected in cause and effect. When we plant a seed, it grows and then evolves, as is the same with our physiology. We are meant to grow and evolve. Knowledge and experience brings progression for our growth. As in science, theory and practice brings progression for our understanding. We must understand natural laws to be in tune with ourselves, others, and our environment. Once I developed a greater understanding of the qualities of natural laws myself, I was then able to make changes in my own life for better health and balance. I started to utilize my internal feedback mechanism more efficiently through my practice of meditation. My physiology started to tune up in harmony, and I started to make better decisions. Looking at this from a scientific perspective, I'm going to share 3 personal experiences from a cause and effect relationship with natural laws. In addition, I will also share the Vedic literature and research to support these same findings. Vedic literature has been reviewed over time by many scholars and is also just like a scientific publication. It has been revised, reviewed, and updated. In addition, I will share some modern scientific studies to support the ancient literature. So to start off, meditation creates stability. Earlier this year, I was living in India for 3 months. I was there during the hottest months of the year and under a lot of work stress. Every morning, I started with yoga, asanas, and meditation, and observed it brought me greater clarity of mind, relaxed my nervous system, and allowed me to handle high levels of stress with a calm disposition. When I stopped again to meditate in the afternoon, it made an even greater impact. I was able to recharge my energy and go back to my day's work, knowing exactly what I needed to do and what could wait. Since I've been meditating regularly, people start to notice the difference in me. I get comments such as, "You're glowing," or "I don't ever see you stressed." Recently, I walked into a bank for business and sat down with the manager who helped me with my account. We got into a conversation in regards to Ayurveda and meditation, and she asked me, "You meditate, don't you?" I can tell. I can tell by your personality. As far as scientific studies, there are over 500 studies. There are over 600 studies at more than 200 universities and research institutions that have demonstrated the physiological and sociological benefits of transcendental meditation. Benefits from lowering blood pressure, increasing reaction time, increasing memory, and learning, and much more. There's a site you can visit that I left the link to find many studies. And a really great quote from Vedic literature says, "Good health stands at the very root of virtuous acts, acquirement of wealth, fulfillment of desire, and ultimate emancipation. Diseases are destroyers of health, well-being, and life. This has manifested itself as a great obstacle in the way of human life. What could be its remedy? With this end in view, they, the sages, entered into meditation. Amongst travel, keeping to routines and sleeping in line with natural rhythms was a challenge. Yet, whenever I went to bed by 10 p.m. and rose with the sunrise, I felt strength and energy for my day. Anytime I deviated away by staying up too late, it was a challenge and I had less energy. In addition, when I ate breakfast, lunch, and dinner at the same times each day, I also felt better. My body knew what to expect, and elimination of toxins through my bowel movements was healthy. I also practiced going on walks post meals and felt this helped to aid in the movement of my digestion. While in India, I ate a lot of food, a lot, and actually I lost weight. I also believe that I can attribute this to the spices that were cooked within the foods and that supported good digestion. In Ayurveda, life energy in our physiology is called ojas. It gives us a glow, good immunity, vitality, and energy. It is the nectar of life. Just as a bee extracts the life energy of a plant, we each have vital life energy that has been accumulated by our actions, qualities, and our habits. In modern medicine, we have an expanding discipline of knowledge called chronobiology, where many studies are proving the effects of sleeping at times in line with natural rhythms and eating at certain times and certain foods per season. In Vedic literature, we have this quote, "Ojas is the first step of any life." And the definition of a healthy individual is one whose doshas are balanced, whose digestive fire is balanced, whose body tissues and elimination process are functioning normally, and whose senses and self are filled with bliss. Such a one is called a healthy person. As I started to understand what was best for me to eat for my body type, I also felt more energy. Since I'm primarily Pitta, I know that I do best with cooling foods and herbs. I've been able to observe which foods give me more energy and what foods bring me discomfort. By mistake, at one meal in India, I ate a really, really hot pepper. It went right through my system, and I felt a lot of pain. But it was short-lived, as I understood what to eat to bring me back into balance. I nourished my stomach with something opposite from spicy, which is sweet, to help cool the fire, and continue to remedy the imbalance with proper nourishing foods to my digestive tract. According to Ayurveda, eating according to your body type is vital for good health and keeping your physiology in balance. For example, if we have an increase in the Pitta dosha, then we may experience indigestion by way of acid reflux or heartburn. If our Pitta dosha is decreased, then our digestion will be weak and won't be able to assimilate the nutrients from the foods we eat. Contemporary knowledge is finding personalized medicine in the broader context of holistic medicine to aid in health conditions. For example, there have been tons of studies on turmeric. Clinical trials of turmeric extract have been shown to reduce inflammation in joints and more. In Vedic literature, it states, in all beings, similarity causes increase and dissimilarity causes decrease, both affect by their application. In conclusion, one must understand the properties and qualities of nature to understand how to apply them properly. When we increase our knowledge and implement these natural laws for ourselves, we start to find greater harmony and balance of health. We each have our own unique frequencies and life energy and deserve to be vibrating at our best selves. Imagine a world where we are all vibrating in harmony like a beautiful orchestra or a well-designed tapestry of colors. Taking an Ayurvedic approach to living will bring us so much more energy and motivation into our life. When we clear our body's channels in sync with our brain, we will make wiser decisions that bring us in greater harmony with ourselves, others, and our environment. If you'd like more information and your own personal Ayurveda health assessment, I'd be glad to help. For a limited time, I'm offering free 15-minute consultations. And if you're interested and would like to learn more, please just text simply Ayurveda Consult to the number on the screen, and let's reset and restore to greater health. Blessings.